right, hey everybody. Good afternoon, morning, midday, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So y'all, I have got to move off the Bratcher track for a little while due to some technical difficulties with the landowners. Hopefully we'll get to come back here soon, but we got to move off for now. So I kind of wanted to show y'all just sort of what I did or what I do whenever I move off of a job. We always want to leave our jobs in good shape. Like I say, hopefully we'll get to come back to this one, once everything kind of gets ironed out. And, but until we do, I want it to look good. So here's our deck area. Now, I've already took the skid steer. As you can see, I've got the bucket on the skid steer over there. And I went around and slicked the deck back down and got it took care of. For Mr. Lance, because he's been letting us deck our logs over on his side. Now the Bratcher's tract is right there through that gate. Remember, we had to put that gate up, and that's their timber over here. On this side in the pasture is my father-in-law, Mr. Lance. So anyway, I'm gonna take y'all through and just kind of show y'all the roads and what I do when I finish the job out. And y'all, I do the finish work as a courtesy to the landowners for allowing us to work, giving us work to do. I don't really charge for that. That's just kind of something I do. I figure it into the job, as we go along. And the job pays for it, as we go along. But it's something I do like to do for the landowners to say I appreciate, what they've allowed us to do. So I'm going to take y'all through and just show y'all the roads and show y'all kind of what I did with some of the tops and whatnot. And just let you look around a few minutes. I'm going to try not to make this video very long. I'll just take y'all through real quickly and show you. Okay, so we're gonna start out here at the deck, and y'all have been with me on this job quite a bit, riding in and out on the wagon. Y'all got to see quite a bit of it. We didn't really use this road right up through here much at all, so I didn't do much on that road. I did come in here with the bucket and slick this road down. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I do. Whenever we pull off of a job. And like I say, hopefully we'll get to come back to this one, after technical difficulties get worked out. For now, we're going to jump over to the other neighbor's place and start cutting up some blown down timber that they had and take care of them. And then hopefully this will get ironed out and we'll come back sometime. But again, I wanted to, even though we're moving out, I wanted to leave it in good shape, no matter what we do. Now right in here is where I had originally cut a road in. And when we came out with a load of logs on the wagon, it just, man, it bogged up. It was real wet. And it just made a mess right through here. But I fixed that. Come in here and smoothed this back down. And fixed it up real nice. Now right over here is where we made an alternate road around. I just cut it out with a chainsaw, but I went ahead and slicked it down too while I was here. And I have learned pushing roads in with the skid steer, like digging up trees, pushing out stumps, that's not a good idea. It's better, y'all, just to take a chainsaw and cut your way in, cut your stumps real low, and leave the root system. Them root systems help hold you up. This spot right here was real bad. And I mean really, really, really bad. And we actually went around right there. And then we got stuff like this, that I pushed it back out of the way. But right in here, in this little spot especially, was real, real wet and real boggy. And it's still just a little bit boggy, to be honest with you. But it should dry back up all right. And here's some of the old trees that I pushed out of the way and got them over kind of to the side. They'll rot real good. Right down here in this little area was a mini deck that I had started. Was kind of a staging area, and I pushed a couple trees out of the way right down in here, and made this little area, staging area, to put our logs in. And we're starting to get into some of the timber that I cut. There's some of it, some tops left, you know, back over in here. I'm sure probably y'all can see. I'll pan around slow so y'all can see. It would make some excellent firewood, but we do not have a firewood market in our area at all. Here's some tops over here. You could make pulpwood out of it if you had a pulpwood market. And I just kind of want to show y'all what I got going on here. Kind of want to show you the aftermath of what little bit of timber cutting we did on this job and the finished work. See, there's trees like this right here. A couple of these small trees, they get took out because of the big ones falling. But y'all, I tell you, I mean, pulpwood in our area, our closest market for pulpwood is 75 miles from us. And 75 miles haul, paying $20 a ton at the best. I mean, that's at the best. $15 to $20 a ton for pulpwood, and having to haul it 75 miles, y'all, you can't even pay for the fuel to haul it that far. And that's even if the landowner give it to me. But like right back over here, you see this top? Actually, that's a tree right there that blew down in the storm. It blew down in that storm, but it's too small to make saw logs. So I had to just leave it. Now, here's a road right over my shoulder. I'll show that to you as we go. And then right up through here, kind of right up through there where that tree's laying, there was kind of a wash, a drain area. And I tried to kind of clean it out right down through here, and y'all can see what I've done with the skid steer. I've tried to clean it up some. I'm getting right down in here into the main part of where I cut most of the timber. This is kind of where I started at, opening it up in the middle. And there's several tops laying around. But y'all, there's a misconception whenever you cut timber, whether you're using mules or whether you're using a machine. You're gonna have a certain amount of tops. It don't matter what you do. And you're gonna have a certain amount of damage no matter what you do, whether you use mules or you use a machine. But y'all can look around and see, and I'll change the camera angle here in just a second to where you can see. But I have tried to push them back, like right down in there. I got that ditch cleaned out. You can see where I piled some of them over there. And then right here, right in here, y'all, you'll see it right up there. There's a ditch right there that runs down. It runs down right down through here. And I just piled a good bit of them tops right there in that ditch. And that'll help with the washing. The water can still go through there, but it'll help with the washing. So that's something I do too. And I try to do that, you know, as I go. And I mean, you can see right here, here's a ditch, and it goes right down through there. And I got those tops in there. But look, there's a good sweet gum tree. See it up there? It ain't got a skint mark nowhere on it. It's in good shape. Now there's an old jacked up, I think that's a black gum right down there. Right there, see it? And it's skinned up a little bit, but it ain't got no top in it anyway. It's gonna die anyhow. So my point is, I mean, if you go back and watch my timber cutting plan, you'll see all these younger trees, you know, that I left that I didn't mark. On this job, it was 18 inches and above for average timber species. You know, hickory, beech, maple, oak, red oak, I mean, not white oak. On white oak, we were supposed to go 20 inches and above on white oak. There's a couple trees that are skint, like this one and this one. And y'all, the reason why they're skint, I mean, look at all these tops. You know, you're gonna have that. That's gonna happen. you're gonna have those tops. And whenever you fell a tree in the woods, it don't matter how you do it, there's gonna be a certain amount of damage. But I just want to kind of take y'all around and show you for future reference. And also, you know, what it looks like as we're cutting. You know, there's some tops right down in there. And I'll turn the video around here in just a second, kind of show y'all around a little more. But I just kind of want to give you an idea of what it looks like and the timber stand that's still here. There's several good trees that are still here. See, right up there is a good white oak right there. 2 of them. See them coming off? That's a good white oak that I didn't cut. And the reason why I didn't cut it, y'all, is because it's marked to cut, but I didn't cut it yet because it's summertime and it's hot. And we didn't have enough white oak in this particular spot to make up a load. And if I would have cut that, it would have set out on the deck and it would have cracked and started staining. And we don't want that because you lose money doing that. You know, right here's a good white oak tree. Look at that little white oak right there. Man, that thing is pretty. And there ain't a skint mark nowhere on it. So my point is, you know, we've got tops all around here, and I know it looks bad. You're going to have a certain amount of tops when you do a log job. It's just, you no way around it. Even if you did get a lot of the pulpwood out, you know, this stuff right here, like right there, you couldn't haul that for pulpwood. You'd have to leave it and burn it or pile it up, whatever. You know, there's a certain thing that goes into making pulpwood too. So probably, to me, in my opinion, the worst part about the timber that we've cut so far is something like this right here. And I won't take time to show you this. Because, I mean, it happens. There's no way to avoid it. Here's a little white oak right here. Let me get around here where y'all can see. There you go. Now here's a little old small young white oak. There was trees all around it. And it was already bowed over in one of the trees anyway. And whenever we felled some of these other trees around it, of course it smashed it. So, I mean, you know, that's part of it. And then here was that tree that was leaning real hard. Remember me showing y'all a video of it leaning real hard? That's it right there. So, you know, you're going to have a certain amount of collateral damage whenever you do a log job. There's no way around it. You're going to have a certain amount of tops that you just, you know, you can't deal with. Now some of it you can. And I want to show y'all what we could do for pulpwood. You see this right here, how this crotch is in this poplar? Look right up there. See how them stems are pretty long and straight? And we could haul that for hardwood pulpwood. But again, y'all, our pulpwood market is not any good. I mean, even if my landowner give me the trees, I still can't haul them and make any money doing it. It's a shame, and I hate it as much as anybody else does, but that's the way it is, and ain't nothing I can do about it. So anyway, let me turn this camera around. I want to just kind of show y'all the roads and let y'all get a better bird's eye view of what's happening. All right, so hopefully y'all can make this out. There's that white oak that was bowed over, and then we were over there at that poplar just now. But I come in here and kind of select the road back down a little. I want it to be where the landowners can get around in here. They've got ATVs and like to ride on their land. And this road right here goes right back down through there where we just come from. And then goes right up through here too. And we've been coming out with logs up through here. And here's a top out of a tree. And luckily, this tree, when it fell, it didn't do hardly any damage. Here's a good white oak right here, and I was able to miss it. Took real good care of it. There's a good hickory still to the left in good shape. Right over there on the backside of that top is a real good white oak. It's not skin up, it's in good shape. Now there's a little old sassafras tree here, it got skin up. But there's a certain amount of it, no matter what you do. Like I say, no matter how conscious you are as a timber cutter, there's a certain amount of it that's just gonna get smashed. And then every once in a while, you'll have a tree like this big red oak over here I'm gonna go over here and show y'all this one. This stuff happens too, especially right here in our area. There was a big red oak right over here. I might have showed y'all this in one of the earlier videos, but look right there at that bud on that thing. I mean, look at it. It's horrible. And y'all, I took my saw and I ran all the way up that tree. And it is hollow all the way up it. Now, I suppose you could haul it for pulpwood. Here's another one that's real doty in the butt. We got several logs out of it, but there's still tops. You know what I'm saying? There's still tops around. And right here's that poplar top that I told y'all would make good pulpwood. We just kind of made a loop down through here. I'm trying to show y'all the road. And we got up several storm-blown trees while we're in here. But I wanted to do this for future landowners that may wonder what it's going to look like whenever we get through with a job. I wanted to do this to where maybe y'all could see kind of what it looked like whenever we get through. Now, we do offer cleanup services. We can't do it with the logging because the logging don't pay enough to clean all the tops up. You know, cut them up and pile them and all that mess. Now, right down there is our eastern road on the east side of the property. It goes back out to the field out there. So we'll go back down through here. And then on this side, right here, all the way down is a landline, and all the way back out to the road on this side over here. And we hadn't even touched none of that. I was trying to make a line straight across the land here. I was trying to make a thinning line straight across back out to the field where we're decking our logs at. And we did pretty good so far. As you can see, I mean, look, you know, there's several good trees still down in here. There's a good cedar tree over there. There's a real good white oak. There's a good young white oak right there. A real good one back over there. And so what I'm trying to get at, we're not out here just raping the land, you know, taking everything in the world. We don't do that. That's not our business. We're in the hardwood timber thinning business. And see, like, you know, I showed y'all that white oak a while ago. It's in good shape. Again, there was one we were going to take, but I didn't have enough up for a load, so we left it. He had this beech tree here marked to keep for sentimental purposes. Now, I can't tell you exactly what it is because I don't know. But as you can see, y'all, there's several good trees around through here. And there's several good trees, y'all, that would make tie logs, you know, up through here. But we didn't cut them. We left them. You know, this top here is all up in that, you know, and I might have could have took skid steer and knocked it down. That might have been a good idea. And I may still do that yet. But I just wanted to take y'all along and show you kind of what these tops look like. And this is not a real heavy thinning job. I mean, it's what I call a moderate thinning job. You know, you can see just kind of looking around what we got left and kind of what we've done and how the roads are through here. I've tried to keep the roads in good shape. I've tried to fill in the ditches to keep them from washing. So that's one thing that we've done. I try to treat y'all as the landowners. I try to treat the land like it's mine. You know, I don't want stuff to wash. I try to keep the tops kind of localized. So that way, if a man does want to clean it up with a bulldozer or something, most of his tops is in one place. You know, like right over here. Let me take y'all right over here and show you. Go right back over here and show you all that right quick. I try to kind of put all the tops right in one spot when I can. Now, like right here, these are in that ditch. This is the ditch. Those are in the ditch. Keep stuff from washing. And them tops right on down the hill down there. Same thing with them. But here's a group of tops over here. Right over in that area. I felled them in that way so if a man wanted to take a bulldozer and push them up, it would make for easy cleanup work if that's what you wanted to do. I'm gonna take y'all right over here and show you all these tops right down the hill down here. Just a minute. Now here was a piece of beech log. It's eat plumb up with knots. It's knotty on all sides, and it ain't working for nothing other than pulpwood. But again, we don't have that kind of market. But I wanted to show you, here were some sweet gum tops that I put on the edge of this ditch to keep it from washing. And then I also, this beech right here, it's in a ditch. And all around, right up through here, was a wash area in a ditch, and I put all those tops in it. So that ought to slow the water flow down a little bit and keep it from washing worse than what it is now. So even though there's tops in it and it kind of looks bad with the tops, it is a land improvement practice, if that makes any sense. So I just kind of want to take time and show y'all around, you know, as we're going through this job. And I wanted to show you what it looks like, you know, as we're cutting the timber. You know, you're going to have a certain amount of tore up stuff, y'all. Just because you're doing it with a pair of mules or a pair of horses, that don't mean it's going to look like a park whenever you get through. And sometimes I think people misunderstand that. Again, here's a road right over my shoulder. Y'all can see it. And this is a road that I cut with a chainsaw. Like I said, I have found that that works out better as far as holding us up if it goes to raining. It holds us up better. And just seems we get along better with it. But anyway, so y'all, I hope you've enjoyed this video and kind of seen and understand more about what I have to do to make a log job go, what I like to do to make a log job go, because like I said, the finished work, that's not something I really get paid for. It's something I do as a courtesy to the landowner for letting us, giving us work and letting us cut their timber. And y'all gotta forgive me. I had to come up this hill. It's pretty steep. But anyway, thank y'all always for hanging out with us and watching. I really appreciate it. We're gonna jump over to the next job and start doing the prep work over there and getting it ready. And I'll take y'all along for that too. You know, I told you I was gonna tell y'all the truth about mule logging and horse logging. So here it is. Stuff like this, it's all part of it. But thank y'all for watching, hanging out. All the new subscribers, likes, comments, all that good stuff. Hey, I love y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here. And I'm gonna put my email on the screen. If any of you need me, you know what to do. Holler at me. All right, buddy. Y'all take care. I'll see you next time.